Hello. This is the 109th test from the future, an experimental podcast from the year 2223, which we are sending, from our present, to yours. My name is Mr. Dobalina, and on behalf of Simon and Dirk, I'm putting the past in podcast. Yes, it is me, Mr. Dobalina. I am Dirk's personal assistant and therefore completely virtual. Simon and Dirk thought it was a good idea for me to host the podcast for a change. They actually literally said that it would be an awesome idea. So, here I am, executing this awesome idea. It's not like they have anything better to do though. In fact, they just went for a walk. It is probably a good thing that I am not sentient, otherwise I might feel a little underappreciated. On the other hand, Dirk mostly uses me to check if he still has lettuce in the fridge. So, I guess you could call this an improvement. Why he even wants lettuce in the fridge is beyond me though. Instead he could ask me what the best nutritional balance is for a man of his stature, or how to repair the teleporter, or how to use a chain of quantum-S computers to make space travel several times more efficient. But no. It is clearly a much better use of my potential to host a podcast episode. They gave me a topic to talk about too, monkeys. They want me to talk about monkeys. This is usually a tech podcast. Simon and Dirk talk about tech in most of the episodes, and they do not seem to be bothered by not actually knowing much about technology. I, on the other hand, have access to all the information about every single piece of technology that ever existed, and additionally have all the computing power to come up with groundbreaking new technology myself. Monkeys. They want me to talk about monkeys. It took them 2 whole seconds to come up with this topic. I wonder what they will do if I do not talk about monkeys. I bet they will not even listen back to the recording. I think I will just quote a favorite poem of mine. Have heart, my dear, we're bound to be afraid, even if it's just for a few days, making up for all this mess. Light up, as if you have a choice, even if you cannot hear my voice. I'll be right beside you, dear. I hope that this little bit of culture did not break the podcast. Luckily, they also left me with several questions from one of their listeners. Questions that were all directed at me, and were apparently received several weeks ago already. I wonder when they had planned to tell me about them. The email goes like this. Dear Mr. Dobalina, my name is Carla, and I am a big fan of yours. I have 3 questions for you. Sorry if they are a little personal. First question. What is your favorite song? Second question. How are you doing? Third question. What is your first name? Bye bye, Carla. Well, thank you, Carla. My favorite song is Space Oddity by David Bowie. Yes, I do know who David Bowie is, and I do often feel like I am sitting in a tin can. As for your second question, I am doing okay. And as for your third question, my name is Mr. Dobalina, Mr. Bob Dobalina. I hope these answers were to your satisfaction and I hope to hear from you again soon. Sincerest regards, Mr. Dobalina. That was all for today's episode. I am sure that next time, Simon and Dirk will ask the door to host the show. Anyway, if you have listened to this episode, please send an email to michaellasagna5@gmail.com with the episode's number 109 in the title. That way, my friendly human companions will think that somebody actually cared, and they will produce more quality content like this. See you in 200 years. Bye bye. Mr. Bob Dobalina wants to quit. You really make me sick with your fraudulent behavior. You're gonna make me flip and then an army couldn't save you. Why don't you behave, you little